Dozens of local Republican officials expected to make an announcement regarding the embattled Congressman George Santos.
It's part of the growing political fallout facing the disgraced freshman representative. With more, let's bring in Pix 11's Kieran Dillon, who is joining us live outside Nassau County GOP headquarters in Westbury. Good morning, Kieran.
Hi, good morning, Dan and Hazel. Well, the Nassau County Republican Committee is going to be hosting an event here in Westbury later this morning about George Santos. They say they'll be making a major announcement, and they are calling him a disgraced congressman. So that is something we will be watching. Of course, interesting, right? Because it is local Republicans that will be speaking out this morning. And this announcement comes on the heels of some House Democrats calling for an investigation into Santos's actions.
Elected Republican congressman who represents New York's 3rd District has been under fire for weeks, ever since he admitted to lying about his education, work, and personal history while on the campaign trail. Now, New York Democratic lawmakers Dan Goldman and fellow Congressmember Richie Torres want the House Ethics Committee to formally investigate the 34-year-old. And take a look at this. This is video of them handing a copy of the official complaint to Santos on Capitol Hill. The two want the committee to look into whether federal laws were broken around the congressman's financial disclosures.
George Santos needs to be held accountable for his lies.
Even though the Republicans promised to drain the swamp, we see the House Republican Conference refilling the swamp with the fraudulence of George Santos.
Now, some political scientists say there is pressure for the Ethics Committee to do something, but the committee is limited in what it can actually do. One of them tells us if the ethics panel chooses to investigate, and if Santos is found guilty, he could face a range of disciplinary actions. They could include a censure, a fine, or him being stripped of committee assignments. There is a chance he could be expelled from Congress, but it's a hard battle. An expulsion would require a 2/3 majority vote.
If they find evidence of a crime, they certainly can refer that to the FBI, but that is just a referral, and the FBI doesn't actually have to look at it. Really, there's not a whole lot Congress can do to kick him out.
So yesterday, George Santos spoke to reporters in Washington, and he said that he had done nothing unethical. Meantime, in the past, his team has told us, and he's spoken to multiple outlets saying he is sorry for his actions, for his lies, but he says they will not distract him from doing his job that his constituents have elected him to do. Meantime, today's event here in Westbury will take place at 11:30. Of course, we will be here. We will provide you guys with an update throughout the day, and I have also reached out to George Santos's team this morning, so once we get that update, we'll also bring it to you.